The Horizon Orbital Clinic floated in Earth's shadow, its windows catching flecks of distant starlight. Inside, sterile white corridors pulsed with soft illumination, each footstep absorbed by sound-dampening tiles. Recovery Bay 12, tucked between diagnostic suites, hummed with recycled air and faint monitors. The walls, a calming gradient of blue, seemed to breathe in sync with the machines. Keltar Vin's multifaceted eyes flickered open, adjusting to the muted glow. Pain, a dull, foreign throb, spread across their torso. Fingers, clawed and trembling, traced a line of fine stitches threading their pale, iridescent skin. The texture was alien, primitive, wrong. Movement. A figure approached. Dr. Mara Velasquez, in a utilitarian uniform smudged with antiseptic stains, stopped a respectful distance away. "You're awake," she said, voice steady. Her gaze, pragmatic yet edged with fatigue, met Keltar Vin's. A pause stretched between them, taut as the suture line. "Why?" Keltar Vin's voice rasped, layered with dissonant harmonics. "Why, this?" Fingers hovered above the stitches as if touch alone might erase them. Mara sighed. "Your vascular nexus ruptured. Nanotech lagged. No calibrator for your physiology. Surgery was faster. Emergency protocols provided fragmentary data, but it was guesswork beyond that." She folded her arms. "Blades still work when machines don't." "Blades," Keltar Vin repeated, tasting the word. Their species revered bodily integrity. To cut flesh was unthinkable. Ancient, savage, yet they lived. "Tradition," Mara added, catching the unspoken accusation. "And sometimes, there's comfort in knowing your own hands did the saving. No error codes, no waiting, just action." The diplomat's gaze drifted to the stitches. Unease curdled into reluctant curiosity. "You adapted. Quickly." Mara shrugged. "Had to. No anatomical map for you on file. Guesswork, mostly. Crew improvised scalpels from polymer composites. Not pretty, but it held. Outside, docking clamps groaned as a freighter disengaged. The station shifted imperceptibly. Keltar Vin felt the artificial gravity press unfamiliar weight into their bones, a necessary constant for surgical stabilization, though the medical team had debated lowering it post-operation before deciding the risks outweighed the discomfort. Mara produced a small, translucent pouch. "Nutrient gel, matched to your dietary specs. Emergency protocols had baseline data, but catering logs from the summit filled the gaps." A half-smile ghosted across her face. Dark humor glinted in her eyes. First-time banquet leftovers saved a life. Keltar Vin accepted the pouch, skepticism softening. The gel tasted faintly of mineral springs from their homeworld, tinged with iron and salt, sustenance laced with understanding. "We operate differently," Keltar Vin murmured. "Pain is processed, not endured. Wounds, closed by light, not thread. This ... They gestured to their chest. "This marks me. Surviving leaves marks," Mara said. "Some visible, some not. Don't think that's unique to you." Silence settled, thick but not hostile. Keltar Vin considered the stitches, each loop a testament to panic, adaptation, and imperfect solutions. Human solutions. Their culture taught that the body was sacred, untouched. Yet sacredness seemed less urgent when blood spilled in microgravity. "Your methods are inelegant," they admitted. "But effective," Mara countered. "Effective," Keltar Vin echoed, tasting the word. Understanding glimmered beneath layers of cultural dissonance. Mara shifted her stance. "You'll scar, might fade, might not. Up to you whether that matters." The diplomat's gaze lingered on her. "You choose this? To wield blades when gentler ways exist? Sometimes machines stall. Protocols fail. People bleed anyway. Old tools have their place," she said. "And sometimes, trust is built on what's done in the worst moments." Keltar Vin absorbed that, pulse steadying. The stitches pulled with each breath, a tether between two worlds, stitched not with thread alone but necessity. Their clawed hand hovered, then rested over the sutures. Pain flared, then dulled, endured. Mara nodded toward the corridor. "There's a view of Earth from observation. Light pollution's beautiful from up here. Makes the mess down there seem small." Keltar Vin considered, then swung their legs over the cot. Weight dragged, unfamiliar but bearable. "Show me," they said. As they walked, stitches tugging with each step, the station hummed around them. Fragile orbit, fragile trust, yet still holding.